We all get overwhelmed at times. Life is busy and hectic, and so many expectations. So, what do we do when we get overwhelmed? Here's a few suggestions. Number one, sometimes we need to reduce our commitments. There's a lot of good things in life and a lot of positives that we can be involved in, but sometimes we can't be involved in everything. We have to look at what's best versus what's good. So, for example, we may not be able to do every sport. We may need to do one sport, our favorite sport. We may not be able to be on every committee. We may need to pick our favorite committee. But really look at what are some of the things that I can reduce in my life. In other words, sometimes just say no. Number two, we need to prioritize the things that we have in our life. What really needs to be done or what can wait. So for example, in a really busy week, and we're looking at our lawn and we go, wow, it really needs mowed. Well, if it waits for a few more days, yeah, it may get a little bit longer, but when we mow it, it'll still be the same length as if we had mowed it a few days before. Sometimes the lawn may need to go a little bit longer. Or sometimes we may need to use those paper plates and throw them in the garbage rather than take the time to wash those dishes just because it's a busy week and we just don't have time. Number three, and this is a really important one, compartmentalizing. Compartmentalizing is when we break up overwhelming tasks into smaller tasks. So for example, if we go into a room and it's just overwhelming, or let's say we are moving and we've got to clean everything. Well, start with one room. Just focus on that room. Compartmentalize. Other compartmentalization may be if we've got concerns about a family member and there's stressors at our job and we have a birthday party we've got to plan and it all seems so overwhelming. Take one thing at a time. A technique that I like is to take 3x5 cards and write one problem on each card. And then look at that card and focus on that card for solutions and problem solving, rather than flipping all over the place like a ping pong or a other game where pinball machine where we just are bouncing from one thing to the other. And finally, take a breath. When we're feeling overwhelmed, we don't feel like we have time for a breath. But what research has shown is that if we take a break, oftentimes we are more productive. We will get more done than if we just keep plowing through. I hope these tips are helpful today. Thanks.